One of the highest demand jobs right now is nurses. Huge volume of job postings. There's not enough talent in the marketplace, so it's highly competitive. I asked Copilot this morning how many job postings were online live today, and the answer was somewhere between 750 and 850,000 job postings just for nurses.
Welcome back to Hire We Go, where every episode we sit down with someone in the talent marketing trenches and walk you through how to tackle one real challenge step by step. I'm Ashley Collins, and today my guest is Alane Apicella. Here's what we're going to cover: how media environments shape your employer brand story. But before we dig into that, Alane, thank you so much for being here. Why don't you start with telling us a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. Thanks, Ashley. It's a pleasure to be here. I have 20 plus years in the marketing space, B2B, D2C, and recruitment, and focus a lot on strategic planning, brand management, multi-channel activation, and optimizations. Love partnering with our organizations and our clients to help them meet their challenges.
Love that. And I've got to say, I've been around for about 20 years now in this space, and I'm being introduced to a new term. So you've got a background. That's not easy to do. So you've got a background in media ecology, and you've described your passion for how media and message influence each other. How do you explain media ecology in simple terms to TA, recruitment marketing, and employer brand leaders?
Sure. Media ecology is essentially the study of different media environments and how the medium impacts the message. So, for example, you can use the same creative, the same message in a job posting, or in a banner ad on an association site, let's say for nurses, or a banner ad on CNN.com running through programmatic display. How do those three different placements affect the message that you're sending and how the audience perceives that message?
Oh, that's cool. And when you look at a typical job posting today, what are some of the ways that recruitment media affects how candidates perceive the brand behind the posting?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think first and foremost, most job postings today do not do a good job of positioning the brand at all. And that's the first big miss. Too often, the primary focus is the job responsibilities and the requirements. So if you think about it, for example, one of the highest demand jobs right now is nurses. Huge volume of job postings. There's not enough talent in the marketplace, so it's highly competitive. I asked Copilot this morning how many job postings were online live today. And the answer was, somewhere between 750 and 850,000 job postings just for nurses, right? So hugely competitive market. Now, for the most part, if you take a look at those postings, they're talking about what a nurse needs to do. Patient care, providing patient care. Nurses know this, right? This is not something new. This is not differentiating. What they're not doing is talking about the organization, talking about the employment experience, talking about the unit, talking about the culture, talking about the technology, talking about the type of patient population that the nurse is going to be working with, beyond simply saying it's a med-surg unit or a peds unit. But what about that patient population? Or what about the geographic location if you're looking to reload talent into the market? So that's really where the huge missed opportunity is. That's where brand differentiation positioning is all an opportunity that organizations are not taking advantage of.
100%. 100%. So with that in mind, how should organizations think about the relationship between their employer brand, talent segments, and channels, whether that's job boards, social, programmatic, career sites, so that the story feels coherent, but still channel appropriate?
Yeah. So segmentation, if you think about it from that standpoint, is really essential. You have to raise the master brand, the positioning of the brand pillars, all of that. There needs to be a holistic positioning, but then you have to think about it from the segment perspective, which aspects of that master brand really will resonate with individual audiences, and what are the proof points that are going to support that. So think about it from that perspective. For early career, just as an example, you may have team building as part of your holistic or team the team experience as part of your holistic master brand. But what does that look like and feel like from an early career perspective versus a mid-careerist perspective? Early careers want to know that they're going to have a social life with their team, that they're going to have some work-life balance and really enjoy it with their team, that they're going to be collaborative. Whereas mid-careerists may want to know about the types of projects they're going to work on from a global team perspective. Who are the thought leaders that are going to be on their team that they're going to be interacting with and learning from? So it's one way to think about the holistic and the audience specific at the same time.
Yeah, and I love that. And thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. Had really enjoyed this conversation. Our goal is to make sure that our listeners walk away with something practical that they can bring into their daily work. And I hope that we've achieved that for you all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Ashley.